From Cape Town came a young, dark-haired fullback, commonly referred to by his initials alone. Capable of producing flashes of sheer instinctive genius, he altered the course of many a game. He brought a new dimension to back play as the original attacking fullback. At his best, the powerful and fearless H.O. de Villiers possessed a quality that enabled him to alter the course of any game by producing flashes of pure genius. This he could and did do at all levels of rugby.
H.O., strong as he was in all departments of the game, had one weakness, and that was self-confidence. And you know what self-confidence means? It means a lack of confidence in yourself. And I know Joey Enslin had a lot to do with his stability which he developed in certain matches. She used to consult me many times, and what must I tell H.O.? He can't sleep, he's worrying about things. That reminds me of Joubert when he was at his best. He also could not sleep. And we had to pacify his feelings many a time before big races. And H.O. was like that too. But when he had that emotional side of himself in control, then nobody, he himself didn't know what he was going to do. But what he did was just right and was brilliant, and he could turn defense into attack as easily as
popularly known by his initials H.O., converts to give the Boks an early 5-0 lead. 19th minute, a penalty is awarded to South Africa, and H.O. makes no mistake from 32 yards. The score 8-3 to the Springboks. On the attack. Fullback Villiers comes into the line and makes the overlap for Joubert. He kicks ahead into the incredibly safe hands of H.O., who sets off on one of his many great attacking runs, mixing through and jinxing half the French team before booting ahead. Sutra manages to gather and finds touch.
That's the Welsh 25.
It did not matter in what weather conditions. H.O. played as if conditions were always firm and favourable.
There's Flick Dupré, the oldest man in the field, over 34, taking it beautifully, trying to hand it to Montgomery, but it comes out to Lawless. Penalty against Wales for encroaching within the 10-yard area. In other words, before the line-out had ended, coming within the offside area, 10 yards back from the line-out. And it's a rare chance for H.O. de Villiers to give the South Africans the lead. Well, it was high enough, and this time it was straight enough and far enough.
For what reason did he run with the ball and not kick like the traditional fullbacks?
Kevin, I think that probably simply because I couldn't kick, so I had to run. But in all seriousness, I enjoyed the running approach simply because I enjoyed the game so much. For me to kick the ball out was a waste of time. Play stopped and I was basically idle. I enjoyed being involved in the activity, trying to outwit, maybe beat the opponents. And I think that also actually eventually gave me a lot of support amongst the public, in that there were so many people that loved to see me beat the opposition, but there were even more that liked to see me get dumped when trying to beat the opposition. So I think it was a case for the public of the best of both worlds. But I enjoyed the activity, and I didn't like the game to stop.
As ek so kort onthou, was dit Willie Du Plessis wat een van die centers geduik het, en Morne Du Plessis die bal vorentoe geskop, en ek het die bal opgetel, amper verloor, en ek het gemaak of ek aan die binnekant vir iemand gaan uitgee, en as ek kan onthou was dit Andy Irwin of Bruce Hay het gehuiwer, en toe is ek aan die buitekant verby en ek het hom maar nie opgebring.
As 'n mens nou daar agter die doellyn staan en jy weet dit is jou eerste 3 in die Springbok Rugby, wat gaan deur jou gedagtes?
Ek moet sê, dit was vreugde geweest, en ek kan nie onthou toe ek die 3 gedruk het, dat ek die bal in die lug opgehou het nie. Ek is nie so 'n tipe persoon nie, maar die oomblik was groot vir my geweest.
Hugh Bladen will see you through again.
Well, again, it's that man, Gysie Pienaar, on his home ground. Watch how he comes up here. Seizes on the situation, a kick by Montgomery du Plessis, but it's Gysie Pienaar who's up there, and with the help of Gysie Pienaar going away. Look at that, Gysie running off the ball, allowing him to throw a dummy, and what a great try by the...
Die sogenaamde somertoets teen Frankryk op Loftus Versveld in Pretoria in 1980 was inderdaad 'n pragtwedstryd en 'n geskikte afskeid van die spel vir Montgomery du Plessis.
Lakaas om sy lyf. Suid-Afrika hak van 'n 5-3 skram af. Gysie Pienaar op loskakel steelkant om en met Lakaas om sy lyf van hy 2-3 van die hoekvlakkie af oor die doellyn vir Suid-Afrika se eerste 3.
Vinnig. Oorgeklap deur Tuisburger op die Oosthuizen. Word die bal teruggerol naas Botha. Dani Gerber wat reguit middelveld laas breek. Laas om met hy Gysie Pienaar en daar trek en die kom punte. Pienaar moet omdruk. Hy gaan omdraf en hy het hom. 33 punte teenoor 6. Kom ons kyk weer. Ivan Serfontein naas Botha. Verby Karel du Plessis na Dani Gerber wat middelveld laas breek. En toe hy besef hy gaan nie alleen wegkom nie, daardie aangee in die hande van Gysie Pienaar met Raymond aan sy buitekant nog steeds. Maar daar was geen keer aan Gysie Pienaar nie. 'n Laaste wanhopige poging deur Richard Fry om dalk net die enkel by te kom en hy druk hom nie meer.
Saak om vir André Botha hier voor dop te hou. André Kloete wat oorstuur, Stompie Fourie, Gysie Pienaar. Soop die gat aan, hy kom pragtig deur op die ondersteuning. Los Kloete by voete, Gysie Pienaar. Is dat er in de brein.
Suid-Afrika se agterlyn in 'n aanvallende posisie, want Louis Moelman kry hom in die hande. Dis mooi uitgegee. Dani Gerber. Dis byna 'n gaping, maar hy en Rob Lou aan mekaar se pad. Dis net by die kwartgebied van die Jaguars. En dan uit na Michael du Plessis. Hier kan 'n 3 kom, Johan Heunis. Hy moet hom kry. Ja! Suid-Afrika se agterlyn in die eerste helfte nie juis gebruik nie. Hier is hy weer, Michael du Plessis, Errol Tobias en dan heel agter Johan Heunis met Dani Gerber aan sy binnekant. Dis bier verniet want hy gaan omdruk.
Again the deep one to Lamprecht. Good driving by Northern Transvaal. They want to keep it tight. Skinner is in there. So is Heinrich Rogers. Head off Milan, can't control. Botha, the long ball out to JJ van der Walt. He catches it beautifully. Works it out to Heunis. Heunis is going for the line. Well, that is a result of great driving by the Northern Transvaalers as we see it again in slow motion. High went Lamprecht. That was a very good ball by him. Now watch for Andre Skinner as he comes away with the ball just after the drive there. There goes Jan Locke with it. Andre Skinner working it out to Heinrich Rogers. Adolf Milan. Now watch as it comes back to JJ van der Walt. Watch how he catches it with his arms. A great catch with a wet ball. And then right outside him was Heunis, beautifully read by JJ van der Walt. And
pragtig deur Adolf Malang. As Botha wat kry van Robert de Pre. En baie mooi gehardloop. Dis Heunis wat daar is. En dis Heunis wat hom het.
Valse verdediging definitief
die 31-jarige man van Harlequins in sy 10de Karibeker wedstryd, sy 5de 3.
7 punte reeds teen hulle. Beter vir die Springbokke naas Botha, maar die agterlyn onder geweldige druk staan Michael du Plessis. Dis Janie Breed.
Kry vir Burger Geldenhuys wat 'n goeie wedstryd ook speel. Willie Smith is daar, maar die Springbokke wat weer vasmaak Gathright. Dis Johan Heunis. Hier kan moontlik kom vir hulle. Dis Johan Heunis. Hy gaan self weer. Dis Johan Heunis se 3. Pragtig.
Dit lyk baie beter en ek moet sê Janie Breed en Burger Geldenhuys het 'n groot aandeel aangehad om die vonkie weer aan die brand te steek en Johan Heunis wat baie mooi afgerond het met daai pragtige 3. Burger Geldenhuys wat baie mooi gedryf het. Willie Smith wat daai bal laat val het. Springbokke wat almal aan die loskram ingaan. Gathright baie mooi uit daar na Johan Heunis toe. Johan Heunis wat vir Kobus Burger aan sy buitekant het. Hy ontduik 2 manne daarso en hy hardloop om vir 'n baie mooi 3.
Somebody shouted Andre Jona, and it is Andre Seina. And now trying to get it back to Van der Westhuizen, but that scrappy ball for Joost. Benazir's got him wrapped up. He's lifted off his feet by Califano. Garvey did nicely. Honey ball, and then well picked up by Erasmus. This is great. This is brilliant. Red Percy's got his try. Percy gets in, and Nick Mallett is on his feet.
Well, that was superb stuff from South Africa. Garvey was the man who set away Henry Honourable, and he got through and took out 2 men. That pass then from Johan Erasmus was the one that created the try, and Peter Rousseau had a 2-man overlap outside him, and it was only really a case of Percy hanging on to the ball, and his try-scoring record is really remarkable.
And it is indeed Duncan Hodge coming on for his 3rd cap. And there Rousseau, this big leggy winger, he's 6'4" and he can go. This is Sneeman out there to Montgomery. It's a magnificent try. Scott's short-handed, but what a score. Montgomery scores his 7th try for the Springboks. And it's 5 points to 3. They've played 21 minutes of the first half. And didn't we say that this fella could shift?
Yeah, tremendous try there from the Springboks. They really have a great confidence there. And Peter Rousseau, he scored 4 tries against France a fortnight ago. And tremendous pace. Snyman on the outside as well. And Percy Montgomery, the flying machine coming in from fullback. But of course there was an overlap there. Duncan Hodge couldn't get on the field. I was urging him to get on and try and tackle Percy Montgomery, but that wasn't to be the case. Tremendous try from South Africa.
Scottish 10 metres line. Good swivel for them. Smith, Muir. Montgomery in the line again. This fella's taken the game by storm. Montgomery in between the posts, and that is absolutely brilliant. His 2nd try to add to all his goal kicks. It was magnificent running. Makes you think of Andre Joubert. The South African supporters are in ecstasy, and no wonder. That is astonishing scoring.
Well, it's amazing to think that but for Nick Mallett being the coach of this South African team, that Percy Montgomery might not be playing full-back on this trip. But really, he has been a revelation all this European tour. Really, his running is good.
Oh, and that's disappointing for Wales. Quickly taken by Swanepoel. This is Rousseau, the long ball to Skinstad. Looking for Hendricks, finds him. Williams makes a good tackle. Montgomery will get in for yet another try. Far too much pace and power for the unfortunate Welshman. South Africa up to 60 points.
Vinnige strafskop geneem en dan Pieter Rousseau wat die bal wyd versprei. Skinstad doen baie goed en McNeil Hendricks kyk hoe pragtig bly op sy voete daar. Gee die bal van Monty aan die buitekant. En in 'n reguit dressies gaan jy hom nie makliker op nie.
Well, just watch this. Mark Taylor is the centre for Wales, and he will come into picture as Monty puts the ball down. Well, he didn't actually. He was just on the right-hand side.
Punt once again. Thompson, Joubert, he's got Kabos on his outside, but there was a player in between. You can't beat that. You just cannot beat that.
Tremendous play there by Andre Joubert.
The little tap over the top. Peter Rousseau could do nothing about it. The bounce is absolutely perfect. He says, I'll just tuck it into my right arm. And that's vintage Andre Joubert play.
Short to the right of the posts. Now the backs come into play.
Intercept by Joubert. Will they catch him? I don't think so. I think he's going to go all the way.
He's gone. He's gone for all money.
Wow.
The first points to Natal.
Well, it was a 12-pointer, wasn't it?
Teichmann to Pat. Oh, he's threaded the needle again. Joubert, can he make it three? He does. But running at that pace, it wasn't hard for him to evade Jamie Cameron and put it down.
Gysie Mulder, who had a very good first half, unfortunately off the field. Good work by Andre Venter. Michael Jones had read it. Van der Westhuizen just trying to take the pressure off Joel Stransky. Honeyball was in there. Stransky gets now. Can he find some space here? Yes, he can. Andre Venter. He's got men on his outside. This is Andre Joubert. He's got Justin Swart on his outside. He's gone all the way!
Daar's nog spoed in die ou bene en punte vir Suid-Afrika. Die geleentheid is te skep vir hom daar. En kyk die vreugde hier op Ellis Park. Joel Stransky daar by hom. Ja, die finale aangee daar, sit die bal. Die puriste sê is onder die verkeerde arm, maar hy het besef, dis met spoed wat hy daar gaan deurkom. Justin Swart was daar, millimeters te spaar. Kom ons hou dit op. Joel Stransky wat daar hinkepink, hinkstap daar omgaan. Andre Venter wat vat en aangee. Buns, Marshall.
Our Transvaal just perhaps a little bit slow in terms of getting to the point of breakdown on occasions, that Transvaal. Allen, Fivey, and then Henry Honeyball, back foot is putt. There's men on the outside. This is Thompson. The switch to Joubert. This is a great try. And the reason why was because he came in at terrific pace.
Well, that's what the people came to Ellis Park to see, and really that's got to be one of the tries of the season, Gavin. It was done to perfection right from the build-up. Henry Honeyball managed to get the pass out to Kevin Putton. He's probably the best man to have found the ball in hand. Thompson senses Joubert looming up, and just look at the pace of this man. He just seems to get better and better with age.
Teichmann, putt, again Joubert. This is great running by him. Well, can he finish this off? That's the brilliance of probably the best fullback in the world. He sometimes makes this game look just so simple.
Well, he really does make it look really simple at times, and in the first half he sort of just hovered. We didn't see much of him. When the ball got to him, he cleared for touch, and that really was a touch of genius. Just watch here, all set up from Gary Teichmann, who senses that Chris Rousseau is quite close. Joubert running at pace off that pass, goes into a gap. James Small is looming, but really he says to the rest of the team, I'm going to do it on my own. And that's really a fine tribute to a man that's had an outstanding season in South African rugby.
Again, the South Africans drive forward via Adrian Garvey, Van der Westhuizen, Honeyball. They need a little skip move or something as Venter drives it. Another huge tackle. Van der Westhuizen, Honeyball, reading it well, gets it away to Andre Joubert. Andre Joubert bounces off Percy. The touch charges, keeps his flag down, and Andre Joubert is in for the try. He bounced Percy straight off him, and another brilliant try for South Africa.
Wel, jy sê vir die mense wat wil sê Andre Joubert is nie goed genoeg nie. Daar kom hy deur op 'n kritieke tyd in hierdie wedstryd. Kyk hoe mooi kyk hy. Kyk hoe stamp hy daai ex-league speler af. En hy ken net een ding en hy is hoek toe.
This was a lovely pass by Honeyball. Andre Joubert got it. Now watch Bentley. He goes high and Andre Joubert makes him pay for it.